Third mission
Solid
is
copy, that'll be
Operation
enough time
Head
for
Splitter. Which...
Solid copy,
Oh,
that'll give us
yay!
enough time to RTB.
Okay, they're not glitching out anymore. This is High Command. The objective is not glitching out anymore. Please refer to what was just put down. Yay. Alright. So, this is a fairly straightforward operation. It involves taking down 3 officers that are going to be in these 3 buildings. They are the guys that, are remaining from the officer group of the MAF. So, first things first, let's put our men down. Men, officer. There we go. Didn't mean to double-click the unit, you stupid crap. Come on. Alright, let's grab them. We're going to garrison them and see where they go.
Command to all squads, is there anyone else at LZ Kunstein or behind at the...
Because we just want them to hold position here. So he's going to be there. Third officer will be put on the second story right here, crouched. And the third officer will be over here in the same area, crouched, because this is one of the more secure spots. Alright, now let's fortify the hell out of this local area. So, first thing first, we need some 50 cal turrets. We need them crewed, though. So, same deal as last time. I will take suggestions in a moment. I just need to put down the template I've thought of for the mission first. And then we can get underway with going through what you guys think. We don't want it to be a 20mm, because then they won't shoot through that camo effectively. And I'm going to try to hide them. There we go. Alright. Going through everything we need to bumblefuck around with. Trucks. That's turrets, wee-woo. I keep thinking, because RHS has truck tabs, so I usually follow that. CVTV. Awesome. Put some fuel puppies in this to make it look like it's going to explode. Strider HMG. Ready to go. Got our mortar Vic on standby. Now we can add the checkpoints. I do agree. Let's quickly focus on getting those checkpoints down first before they get the drone up. And they're going to be small checkpoints because they're kind of impromptu with what the fuck's been going on. So we'll have a checkpoint there. And we'll have a checkpoint down here. And next week we'll see some, bigger checkpoints as the operations commence, as well as NATO support. NATO is going to make a debut when they try to take the airfield next week. So that'll be fun to see. And we're going to put these, that's the wrong type of checkpoint. We don't want the civilian racer ones. We don't need that crap. And I think that's good for all the major roads, because this we don't really have to worry about, but that should be fine. So let's take out stuff here, get all that. Fuck, I didn't mean to do that. Add 20. There we go. We don't want to hide our objective. That would be stupid. Now let's work on these checkpoints. So, standard AAF, let's put some 50 cals down.
High Command, just so you're aware, Gavilar is having issues connecting to the TSB TeamSpeak, so he'll be communicating through in-game VON.
Solid copy, thank you for letting me be aware. So, main, where we just saw this. Wow, okay. Didn't even know that hotkey existed. Just hold it down, and apparently that also puts you in the fucking interface. Lovely. Now I'm just thinking, for the 2 ones that have the Frontier, we're going to put HMGs down, and then 50 cal. Otherwise, for this over here, we're going to have a regular empty Strider. I'm going to put it down back here. Turrets-wise, we'll be using 50 cal HMGs in these little bunkers. Of course, got to re-include our crew here. Let's give them a warm welcome, shall we? Vantic, Texas, welcome to the Zeus Interface, my friend, and I hope you enjoy the show. Move our objective marker a bit more. And I'm thinking we'll put fire teams down in a line formation at each of these AOs. Keep it simple, keep it real. So that fire team's down, this fire team is down. Line formation, and then we're going to put this fire team down back here. And that should be good. Now let's focus on the internal affairs of this base. I'm going to make a triple squad. Put them here, AI, garrison, and we'll see where they fall. And they fell pretty much everywhere, and nowhere in the buildings that I wanted them to go. One of them, out of 24 units, went into the right fucking building. These AI, man. They work stupid wonders. So we're going to have to do a manual placement of a lot of them. Lovely. Going to also add a second turret to each of these buildings. No, didn't mean to... Ah, you suck. I hate it when it does that. It accidentally keeps your unit grouped. Wait, when you do that, that crap happens. Put a guy on the water tower. He has a Titan. Pretty effective. And now we're just going to stack random units around in these bunkers. First, let's prioritize putting them around the officer's location. You know, they're his bodyguard. They got to keep him alive, keep him safe. And that should be good. Put those two guys right there, and then we'll put two guys with them on top, and that'll be the main garrison. I want to put a unit down where the fatal funnel is. Perfect. Alright, now let's focus on this other group right here. I like where that auto rifleman is, so we'll just put these units around. There he goes. Put another unit down right there. Take that unit right here. Put him in the fatal funnel. Then take this unit, put him up here. And then take this unit, put him up here. Ah, you gotta hate manual placement. Just takes for fucking ever. So let's do another triple garrison, put these guys in and see where they fall, and that'll be the local units around this specific area. So garrison units branches things out a bit. A few of them also went into these buildings, that's good, and that will be where we let these things lie. So let's now put up where we have these little FOBs and custom compositions. Of course, armed Hellcat, because we can. The MAF got a huge discount on those puppies. 2 Mohawks to fly away from the AO to bring back with paradroppers from the south. And let's look at some other things. APCs. Let's have a Mora ready to go here. We'll put a second Mora down. And then we'll have a defensive Gorga by the back station ready for tasking. Alright, we also got this area over here. I'm going to put a second Gorga down. We're going to spare no expense here because I'm hoping they'll use the cash jet accordingly with what they need to. Actually, no, we'll alleviate a bit. Let's instead use a Strider HMG. So when I try to move it, if I'm accidentally holding control, it now just auto puts me... I'm actually trying to recreate it, and it's not letting me do it. Okay, random Zeus glitch. Yay! More shit I gotta worry about. We'll put 2 Strider HMGs down at the edges of these compounds. Let's put some transport trucks within these warehouses and around. This is High Command. Make sure you are choosing any reserve guys that happen to be in the channels. I am seeing a few disconnects.
Solid copy.
And we'll branch these guys out accordingly. Let's see.
So, Liru, somebody just got banned for a while because I'm tired of dealing with fucking bullshit with uniforms and simply trying to avoid PID issues.
Solid
Talk
copy,
about
that's
it in
fine.
debrief.
We will talk about it in debrief. Alright, that's good, that's good. Now we just need to throw down some garrisons here. AI. Boop. And you guys did not go anywhere where I fucking wanted you to. Because, why would you? You're just retarded AI. Ugh. Pain in my butt. And Izus can relate. So let's put guys in these little tower areas, and then I want to let's put an auto rifleman down in this one. Now let's set off the patrols here. He said we had to ban someone. Here's the deal. We're still working on fine-tuning the script of what you can and cannot wear, but I'm trying to be very laissez-faire with it. That way, if you need to pick up any weapons in the field, you'll be able to use them. But some people abuse this, and when they try to argue with one of our Tier 5 members or myself, that tends to get them banned. Because if you're not going to play by our house rules, then, you know, we'll just give your slot to somebody that is willing to, because we are not ever short for people on Tier 0 ops, that is for fucking sure. We don't want to have to do it, but if people aren't going to, you know, just come in thinking they can do whatever they want, we're just going to direct them to go to some sort of public server, because that is not what we're all about. We're here because some people like to play some, you know, semi-organized stuff, and that is what we intend on doing. And if people cannot follow that simple stuff, then we just kick them out. And it breaks my heart to do so, but let's give them a we gotta do what we gotta do. Caked up. Welcome to the Zeus interface, my friend. We are just getting this AO ready to go. This is High Command. AO is a go at your earliest convenience.
Solid copy. Requesting permission of the Kashman.
Request denied. The Kajman would fuck this AO up. It's a high Hal. Kajman and the frickin' VTOL, they're only going to be permitted when NATO starts getting involved, because otherwise, I don't have any dedicated AA here that could take out that fucking Kajman. Let's see, and we'll, actually, I want to put a second Hellcat down. Garrison, let's see how you bumblefuck this. No surprise. Let's put a second Hellcat down. Of course, we got to include the damn crew. There we go. Alright, guys, suggestions. What do you think I should add here? A new stash of Steam codes? No, but that actually gives me a funny idea if I should actually, like, have intel down with those Steam codes, and if someone finds it, they could actually redeem it. Garrison 2 more squads in the middle of the city? Yeah, I agree with that. You know, really make this, grouped up place, let them spread out. And yes, I think that is now a very good AO. Alright, what else, guys? Here's the deal, press. I agree. But I have fine-tuned all of the loadouts to make sure that you're already wearing what you're supposed to. If people drop their clothes or change their clothes, that's on them. That's why people get angry. If you're asking a question about your uniform, well, you should look at yourself and see that you already have a fucking uniform on. Special Forces, I don't know what... that'd be difficult. Cheetah AA, they don't have NATO backing yet. NATO's been alerted to this. Yeah, they bought Hellcats in bulk, damn right. But, I don't want to use Cheetah AA, and I'm very defensive about the Tigrises, because I'm saving the other... Like, I've deemed that the MAF only have 3 Tigrises. One was put on this outpost, and the other 2 are at this airport, but they are not being used at this time. So, we'll just have to see from there. Minefield outside the AO. The only issue is with the difficulty settings we have, which are just base vanilla, they'll be able to see the minefields. So I can't really put any specific minefields down. I could try this. Hold on. We could do something like this.
Does Alpha to command?
Go ahead, Alpha.
Dead silence. Bro. State what the fuck you need. That's what we're here for. Alright, I guess he's not going to radio that in. Yeah, we can
Negative
just do
on
that.
last.
You know what I mean?
Say again.
Yeah, right.
Sorry.
Let's put down an AA
If we
squad.
come upon the officers holed up in the building, are we authorized to destruct the building with explosives?
Destroy the building. Let's actually look at the objective here. This is High Command
Task to
overriding
say-
Ground Command. It's Ground Command's call, but I am clearing you for any authorized force you deem necessary to take out these officers. Mechanized counterattack with reinforcements. Yeah, we can make that work.
Command.
When they start coming close, those
Roger
officers
that,
are going to
High
get
Command.
desperate.
Does that make mass bombing a tactic?
Of course, they're going to be cheeky with me.
I already know the answer is no.
This is...
I think we need to confirm that they are dead.
Oh, we can confirm after we blow them to pieces.
Clear comms. You see, I try to be nice, and then they immediately bumblefuck it up. So why the fuck am I even nice at this rate? It kind of pisses me off. Ugh. Get 2 jets at the airfield? No, I'm not going to use jets here. No, I was trying to be nice, because I know what they're saying. Like, you know, put 2 satchels down, blow up the building. And then I said, alright, you know, they're clear to do something like that. And then they immediately counter with that shit. So, you know, why am I even nice? Fuck it. Fuck it. I'm going to say there's 4 now. Kuma's going to be on standby. The lag here is actually a bit atrocious. I'm going to delete a few of these units. Some of the outer groups like that. Other than that, delete you, delete you, delete you. We don't need the guys in the suburb right there. CSAT Pacific, anti-air. Which is why we can't have nice things. No
Scott,
fuel.
will you Pop down to command, please.
Cool. Let's do it. Put a tank platoon down, because that's a bit too OP in my opinion. But, let's see how it all plays out. The frames are sucking, though. It's already down to 24. I'm going to delete some of the roaming squads and kind of throw them in from the south to try to alleviate this as much as I can. But if we were to go to, like, another large town like Chepel. Yeah, frames on the server are down to 40. And that just so happens it's because there's a lot of shit at base, I'm willing to bet. So let's add what we can here and just delete a bunch of, excuse me, piles of crap. Which it's actually being well policed now. There is not that much. Who's doing the best? Druid is, followed by Cypher. Cypher with no deaths. Probably a part of the sniper team. Yeah, same with Auntie, a single death. That's expected. See, like, why would you wear a fucking Shemegg? For real. This is what I'm talking about. Humble fucking stupidity. People don't need to change their stuff. And when they do, you know, it causes people to get pissed at them because, again, why would you be doing it in the first place? It's just my issue with it. Which is why, you know, I understand when some of these guys are really fucking harsh over some of this stuff. It just makes you ask yourself, why would you do it in the first place? So I'm putting signs down just to let me know where the minefields are in a relative area. That way, if I see them get close, I've got some general markers. I'm going to cut a few units from the roaming patrols, basically non-essential personnel. And some other units. Ah! Bit noise. Remove old AO markers. I kind of like to keep it there. Because, you know, it reminds you, like, these don't add really any lag, because it's just dots on a map. You could put down hundreds of those AO markers and it won't really affect frames. But, it's just the units moving around for everybody. No, that's just what we got. Where on the forums can you make a ban appeal? Depends how long you were banned for. Normally we don't even appeal bans because if you're stupid, well, generally the rule is you do what the fuck your CO tells you. Kind of like the Army or any other military force. You do what the CO tells you, and if you don't, well, they kind of kick you out. So, still deleting non-personnel. But, you know, picture if you want to give your... You've been banned for 150 days. Man, we're going to talk in debrief about what happened there, and I'm going to get what's that side, which... Not going to lie, I think out of all the admins, he's one of the most unbiased for things. Because he just really deals with stuff from a logical perspective, which is why I love him. Otherwise, we got the drones coming over the AO. We've got an hour left, so we might extend the stream by, you know, 30 minutes to an hour, depending on how much time these guys take and when they deploy. But this AO should take no more than, I would say, an hour total. Well, I mean, it's simple. If he has a reason to argue with you, that means you're doing something wrong. And if you try to defend yourself over it instead of immediately fixing it, well, what can you expect? Lopez, welcome to the Zeus Interface, my buddy. I hope you enjoy. All right, guys. Again, let's go back to suggestions here. If you have any ideas to put anything in particular in this AO, I'll hear them out. I'll see what I can balance in terms of frames. But I'm thinking, more or less, we've got this thing pretty well locked down. It's good to see it, though. I mean, yeah, we've got one of the officers even hiding, for fuck's sake. SOCOR, please. SOCORs, NATO, I'm sorry, only NATO and CSAT have SOCORs. AAF do not have that vehicle by default, so unfortunately we cannot deploy them yet. Mortar Striders, they are a limited asset. We only created 2 until we get the partnership with NATO to create more. So, yeah. AA Griffins. What the hell's a Griffin? Griffin's the plane, actually. We'll see. We'll see. That's if things go really... If they, like, bum rush this AO and they're doing really, really well, I will scramble a Griffin. 50's on the balconies. Balconies where? Can you be specific with me for where those 50s should be on the balconies? Can I have a brief explanation of the mission? Here, I'll hit the J button, let you guys see it as we discuss these. Yeah, they could have purchased them from the Russians, but it's difficult because the color camos... I don't want to tip off to the player base NATO's involvement yet, so we can't use the NATO variants, and then the CSAT variant only has the default CSAT camo, and that would make no sense.
Oh, and before I begin, forget to ask, High Command, does that intel that we acquired have any description of the fucking HVTs?
Solid copy. HVT description is as follows. They have a ball cap, they have a microphone earpiece, and they have 3 stars and a lion pin on both of their shoulders. They are wearing officer coveralls, and they are armed with rifles.
Solid copy and all.
Good enough. Yeah, you clipped me saying that. Well, whatever. Here's the thing. I mean, all of my tier 5s are in specific places for very specific reasons. And to become a tier 5, you have to have something of strategic interest to the community, which usually means you're really good at training and you've taken the lessons to heart. Most of these guys are ex-military. Easy as that. Yeah, take no prisoners, comrades. Spetsnaz, baby. The balconies of the barracks near the officers. That's what I thought. That's what I was thinking you were going to imply. Yes, we can do that. Of course, we need to include crew. See, in Soviet Russia, you can stick barrel past glass, and gun will still fire. Because Russian engineering. Fuck's sake. This is actually a pretty good vantage point right there. Move her a bit closer. Boom. Good. Yeah, they aren't the Russians, though, but honestly, any paramilitary or, you know, second or third world military generally buys Russian-based equipment from other countries. It's MAF engineering. Ryle Princess, sorry, God. Brain fart there. Welcome to the Zeus interface. Hope you enjoy. We're just waiting on the player base to mobilize here. They've already got their snipers down. It looks like NAFs. And I already lost that pilot's name because he landed FR. They're landing with squads. 6-man team deployed. And NAFs are, they're swinging around pretty heavily here. I don't know which squad he's got. Maybe the Vipers, but they're taking a heavy berth. They're going to attack this AO from all sides. That's understandable. And they got Rube and Gavalor also taking transport choppers. I'm surprised they're not taking the Tarus. Which don't appear. They're just regular Tarus, but... yeah, because they have more. They generally have more room for the infantry. Tyler, welcome to the Zeus interface, my friend. Hope you enjoy the app. This episode of Malden has been brought to you by Malden Cheese, using only goats with mustaches to make, for whatever fucking reason.
High command be advised. Sorry, ground command be advised. There are vehicles in the AO that have mortars attached. So they do have indirect fire.
Solid copies.
Sounds like they pissed off a Tiggy.
Ground command, this is Bravo, message over.
Go ahead, Bravo.
Wow.
What helicopter is Bravo supposed to be taking over?
All the way
Anyone
from
that's
there. They
on the
got their
ground.
render distance turned up, but they
Roger.
saw the IDF on the mortar. Goat airdrop. Here's the thing, guys. We can't... the only time goats rain for the sky is if the server is having a massive desync issue. Otherwise, you can't raise the icon or everything. That won't adjust the placement of the goats. You have to manually push them. Those are cargo Tarus? They might be. To be perfectly honest, they might be. Let's just replace them to be safe.
Alpha to Bravo.
If I can find them.
Send it, Alpha.
When we land at the LZ, we will spread out and wait for the rest of the
Yeah.
to be inserted.
Pretty sure, because the transport,
Roger.
you can actually see the inside of them. Yeah, so they might have been cargo. Whoops. But still, they didn't check them. Otherwise, they would have asked me to change them.
Command, Ghost Team, be advised, one of your chopper pilots just alerted the entire AO.
Again.
Over.
Solid copy, already been notified by chopper pilot.
There's the AA. Well, ain't that just fun? Here, I'm gonna quickly just up my view distance a bit, because I'm pretty sure we're gonna have to, do some remote controlling that involves killing people. Never hit the back button before you hit the Y button, because otherwise that menu will get stuck on your Zeus interface regardless of what you do. So now we're going to send a Hellcat over and try to figure out what the fuck just happened. Let's go. That wasn't Rube again. Rube's coming in now. That was Nafes that time. I think Rube is the one that provoked the first AO. Here, you know what? I'm gonna do it myself. We're gonna be loaded to bear. We're gonna do this thing. Nafs is still flying. He did not leave yet. Alright, guys. If you've been with me for more than a week, you know I'm infamous for my piloting in the bad way. But I always have been practicing, and with the recent Jets update, I'm actually much better at flying these damn things. So we're gonna put in some earplugs, just so there isn't as much ear rape, and we're going to go check out what the fuck's going on here. Mooncrawler with your frickin' emotes. You know what? Have some faith in good old Wee-Woo. Well, look at that. An unauthorized chopper. Did that
Alpha
create a mid-air
Command.
collision?
Go ahead, Alpha.
Spotted Hellcat.
Are you kidding?
moving north from LZ. Kill yourself.
Solid copy. It's been taken down.
That was very
It was
fucking
headed north.
close. I have to pay respects. AA just went off.
Okay, this is...
Oh dear, that's a single hit.
Alpha to command.
Flying way over.
Go ahead, Alpha.
Chopper was just shot down.
And there goes Rube. Again, flying way too fucking high. Boop.
Solid copy.
I'm going to bring in an ammo truck in a second. Trying to get a vector, accidentally, you know, clips that damn thing. The mountain. Jesus. Friendly fire on the snipers, be careful. Otherwise, we're having squads dropped on all sides at the moment. Charlie right here, they're the first to get in. And John 5's geared up as a Viper, of course. That's exactly why we need the damn loadout scripts, because people abuse what they're supposed to have. And that's what bugs me the most. People don't stick to their damn loadouts, but at this rate, I should just have a fucking limited arsenal. Actually, that might be the better way to fix it. We don't have any loadout restrictions, but I just have a limited arsenal.
All
But
squads
they can only
check
bring
in
what the hell they have.
Oh, shit. All squads check in if at LZs.
Bravo at LG now. Ready to go.
Alpha LZ. Ready to go.
Charlie dropped at LZ.
Let's send a recon, Vic.
Waypoint 4.
Moving him around to get him on this road. And we'll go see what the fuck's going on.
Delta read at LC, ready to go.
Echo, do you read?
Now we'll see how this all plays out.
On station at LC.
All squads start to move into AO. Please be careful.
Copy.
Okay, that was a mistake because you have Charlie, which are way over here. You've got these guys, and these guys that are all way out of position here. So let's give them a warm welcome, shall we? Survivor Wolf, welcome to the Zeus interface, my friend. Tigris is once again engaging some sort of target, though I do not know specifically what it might be. As far as just, okay, he was just desyncing. When I see a chopper in the air slow down, I get a little worried because you might have a server crash.
Alpha to Bravo.
Otherwise, snipers are moving in, and we're beginning this AO
Send it out,
accordingly.
Alpha.
Why aren't you moving?
When you're AT, Charles the Penguin is wearing thermal grenades, thermal night vision.
Roger. Thank you.
I'm gonna have to experiment with that. I'll just do a limited arsenal, and I think we'll just stick with that from now on because people
Let's give him a warm welcome,
keep
shall we?
changing their shit out. Because that's the only way to do it, and then they can still, you know, take what they find in the field and then move on from there.
Let's give him a warm welcome, shall we?
Texas Vault Dweller, thank you for the follow, my friend. I missed the other follow. I do apologize, but thank you to you as well. The hell happened to this turret? Did the Tigris team kill? It might have. But these guys are all definitely guns up. That guy's also down. There's no way the snipers did it, because that barracks is covering the damn thing, but I'm also seeing some damage, so I'm willing to bet the Tigris probably did something stupid. Yeah, Charlie, if they don't wait, they're going to take the full wrath of the AO, and it's not going to play out well for them.
Charlie Command, priority target 2 Gorgons, grid reference 027077, lays for bombing.
I'm going to refill her ammo.
Repeat, priority target for
Solid
bombing,
copy.
grid reference 072077, lasers
Give her
position.
her missiles back. That would be Gavalor. They're trying to line up an attack run. That's going to cause this chopper to mobilize, and everything is going to go apeshit. These are real players, yes, fighting this AO.
Let us know when bombing's going to commence so I can communicate it.
Solid copy.
I'm
It's gonna
sorry,
be a
I
while
don't
till
read
AA is
chat all the
positioned in
time. I got to
town.
focus on shit.
Copy
If you
that.
can, find another route.
Gavalor's coming in from the northwest. He's way high up there. You can see the arrow, but this Tigris might be able to top him. They have an engagement range of about 3.5 kilometers now. This will be difficult. Yeah. See the arrow, the gun's lining up on her. Flying very, very high. He's just waiting for the right shot. Otherwise, the AO is still pretty much quiet, but these guys know what's about to happen. So
Be
let's
advised, my
actually...
TS just failed again.
Let's mobilize these puppies back. And we'll get ready to drop things in. The IP is only given out within our TeamSpeak because it's a private public event, as in you gotta know how to join in beforehand. And we have videos on YouTube for stuff like that. It is my private server.
Command, be advised, the Mohawks are lifting off. I can't strike his new order and new valid.
Solid copy.
Because with the frickin' thing and the Tigris moving around.
Running near front is in the air, however TS just died again, so I'll have to communicate using form.
Beer commercial supermarket.
Copy that.
Otherwise, it's just up to the players to mobilize here. So, guys, what do you think they're going to do? I haven't been doing this, not my apologies. Capital F, they're going to do this close to flawlessly. Lowercase f, they're going to suffer heavy fucking casualties. Either way, I know they're going to complete the objective because it's Friday. But capital F, they do it well. Lowercase f, they bumblefuck it up. To give you some reference, Mission 1, they pretty much bumblefucked it. Mission 2, it was in the middle. their unit deployment for what their unit deployment was, it was actually pretty
Charlie to
decent.
command.
But
What's the ETA on possible airstrike in town?
the unit deployment itself wasn't good.
Speak with Gavalor. Gavalor, do you read?
Yeah, I read.
So what is he going for my
Repeat that.
Mohawks?
Gav? What's the possible
Yeah, I read
ETA
valid.
on an airstrike on town if
They're
we
meant to be
land?
moved back.
Are
YouTube links allowed?
There's an enemy Tigris currently in the town. Unless that Tigris
As long
is
as they don't
destroyed
directly
or later
advertise
designated so I
any
can blow it up,
Arma
I will not be able to
content
do
done
any
by anybody
airstrikes.
else, then sure.
Copy
You
that.
know,
We'll see if we
general
can get
funny
eyes on
things are
designated from
allowed,
that
but
position.
there's a fine line between advertising and being funny. Yeah, Gavalor sounds a bit pissed off about his TeamSpeak. I don't know what the issue is. It's not happening to all of us, so wouldn't know what to say about it. We're seeing a lot of lowercase f, so I'd be entitled to agree based on what's been happening so far. Did you fuck your wheel up? Ah, you fucking tard. Ah, bloody idiot.
Charlie
Alright,
to all units. What's your ETA to arriving at town?
so these two guys are on standby.
Delta waypoint 2.
We'll have to see what plays out. They've marked the sniper team
This
too.
is Echo. We are currently at waypoint 4, ready to
For what
go
they've
to
marked,
waypoint 5 and enter the town.
not bad. They've marked almost everything. That's good to see. They already know what the hell's going on. Yeah, already a chopper murdered by the AA, but I lost a chopper
Alpha
sending out to
Bravo,
go see what
do
the
you
fuck
read?
was going on.
Bravo reads.
This is Alpha.
ETA on town?
What?
Say again?
How did they just
ETA
lose
on
one of the
town.
choppers?
Let's give him a warm welcome.
Bravo's
shall we?
ETA
I'm
2 months over.
really confused how that just happened.
We're trailing behind Bravo, 2 max as well.
Interrogative, thank you for the follow. Hope you enjoy the content. I have no idea how that chopper just went down. That wasn't the AA. That wasn't an explosion.
Delta,
That was a
be
force
aware, The
respawn.
path that you're going to be following, you will have a checkpoint with 50 cows to your right.
I'm actually a
Just
bit
behind the
confused
church
here.
steeple. It will get in your position.
So I'm not sure if
Okay.
Delta will directly go into the path of this minefield. They'll be close, but I don't think they'll
Command.
be directly going.
Do we have clearance to drop bombs or not?
It's up to Hob.
Yes, you have clearance.
Roger that. Gav, go ahead and stage east of LZ Kill Yourself. West-east approach. This will be Type 2 control. Let me know when you're inbound and I'll fucking laze. Be advised, I do not have GBUs, only unguarded
Ha!
bombs. Only unguided bombs?
Capped by the 50.
Only unguarded. Including the rest of the
Roger.
arsenal.
Raycom Scabwall, we have detonator on Tigris now. 1 minute and it'll be lazed.
Well, it doesn't matter because if he doesn't have guided
position you get
bombs,
Does
then
not
that's going to
have
be useless.
any GBUs. I'm going to try and get eyes on it so I can try to take it out from afar.
Trying to radio in
Copy
this
that. We'll
Gorgon,
still
have
laze
him
for
come
you to
in.
have a rough location.
Delta the Ghost.
What the fuck was that?
Did
I
you
have
say
a
you would lay?
sniper.
What the actual fuck was that? He just
Central
crawled right up
State.
to him, for fuck's sake.
I have a marker sniper team. Is that you or is that hostile?
Sniper team was just taken out by friendlies.
Copy that.
Gabwall, do you have maces?
Copy that, I do have misses.
Fire
Could you
support.
Liz the Tigris and... Okay, I see you now.
He's lasing it now. Fire when ready, Gabwall.
There we go. Schultz gets killed. You walk right in the open. Lucky you, but that was, could have stayed in that corner and survived.
South at the moment, Gav.
Waving off, getting
Missile just
targeted.
went away. Second missile just went away. Third missile. Okay. Jesus titty fucking Christ.
How many missiles does he
BDA.
have?
BDA didn't hit the fucking building. Gas station.
Well,
Gas station taken out was by Charlie.
he just survived all 4 of those, but that caused a massive desync.
This is Echo. We're moving into town.
And now my gas station is on fire.
Laser selective on Tigris if need be, Gav.
Hey, repeat last.
Tigris is still lased.
Copy that. I have to reposition due to getting targeted.
I'm gonna pretend we're gonna be rearming the missiles on her.
Tigris is now looking east.
Copy that. He's looking at me.
Oh, little tab, that puts 3 missiles back in. Otherwise, teams are now pushing in. That's good on Gav for evading all those missiles, but...
Is he target
a
still
lot of
live?
stuff. That Gorgon, we're going to get audio, so we're going to send that Gorgon around.
8-5, squad
Guys,
to the
we got
west.
some
There's
50
a Gorgon
cal going
moving
up.
up towards you.
Now we're just taking shots from all sides. Commander's going to be confused where to send our units specifically. These guys managed to walk around my minefield. Damn. And then again, that's the correct path to go. Stick to the concealment, bit of cover. There's a bit of desync there with that missile. Otherwise, she's going to turn around and focus on where that landed. That missile was a miss.
Gav, confirm that you have macers.
Confirm. I have 4 misses.
Roger. Danger close. Fucking AVF-4 Gorgon suppressing frickin'... About ready to fuck the sniper team's day. Grid 064 079er. Come west to east, you should have a good lock on it.
I don't know where those missiles are going. Otherwise, we're mobilizing what we got. Let's get this Hellcat in the air.
Into position.
Get your ass in the air, pilot. Left, right, left.
Confirm that the target is clear.
Negative. Fucking light it up. It's firing on us. Reference traces. Turn in.
Man, this is Bravo. Arma has just taken off from the AO.
Be advised, I'm going to have
Mohawk
to pull away.
correction.
I'm getting targeted by enemy air, and I am not got any more flares. Unable to perform cast at this time.
MGs are pinning them down. Past Zeta by winter friendly fire and then re-brought up. What, is he glitching out somehow? Yeah, he's glitching out somehow. Nice. Alright, where should we go with some mortar QRF?
Command, Charlie lead. Permission to load a chopper with a mortar.
Go ahead.
Guys, your air sets said he's been fucking bracketed by anti-air, and he's also losing connection. So,
Advanced fire, artillery mission. Drop 2 shells. Otherwise, teams are pretty much pressing right to the frickin' objective, but I have not been alerted by them yet. Officers staying low. Mortars are being dropped on their paws. Now the lag's really starting to kick in. Because they're going into the heart of an AO. That is super duper laggy. Miss Mora's here. She is not alerted to this player base yet. We're trying to see if they'll actually set up to engage. They're getting that RPG out. He's looking. HE shell goes in. That was an AT shell. Alright, that AT shell did it, but the HE shell that went first, I have no idea why that was deployed. Not the best idea to use. So that cook-off is going to be fairly quick. I'm actually going to do something a little irregular, but I want to see the units move around. You know, try to act very quickly as if I was a panicked officer.
Let's give him a
Trying to head to his AO. All of these units are going to ungarrison and head in. Robo-Lion, welcome to the Zeus Interface. Hope you enjoy the watch.
let's give him a warm welcome.
And Killers, welcome. The fuck? I didn't hear explosion there or anything. I don't even know. I flew over his smoke billow and I immediately went down. Huh. But as you can see, the frames are outright dying at the moment. We're down to 14. Server's on its last legs here. Doing my best to mitigate what I can.
Go ahead, Delta.
We're breaching village now.
So I gotta,
Solid copy.
hold it on reinforcements here because the frames
Alpha,
are suffering
Bravo,
a bit.
sit
I think it's probably because the gas station that's cook-off is going a bit ape.
Command, this is Bravo. Bravo has moved up to grid location.
Swing and a miss.
078. We have taken contact, killed 1 times Mara and 1 time squad of infantry. Over.
Really? You had a direct line on him and you just took a right
Alpha,
turn.
sit rep.
This is Alpha. We believe we've located one of the officers.
Do you have eyes on?
Respond for a quick second.
I heard that charge from up there.
Liru, same story as last time. Could you replace the neutron, please?
Fuck, where's the door? Need a door, goddammit. They're gonna demo that building, buddy. Get your head down. Trying to drop what I can. They want...
14 clears the dust off.
I am deleting
Alpha,
all
Bravo, be advised
non-essential
you're
shit.
Strider moving towards your position as well as a Kuma and
Yeah, but
Tigris
see, he hasn't even loaded
your
Gabalor
exit
in
point.
as the unit yet, so... Server's definitely on its last fucking legs. Lanes. There she goes. So that Strider was taken out. Checkpoint is being eliminated, more or less. Tigris has been taken out, deleting that so the smoke doesn't outright kill the server. We're just playing management right now. Otherwise, units are being murdered. People are being revived. And frames, I'm already seeing a small improvement here as units are killed. And deleted from the AO. Awesome.
Charlie lead to all units. Do we have any friendlies in grid reference 072, 077?
Checking the third officer. Officer's okay. We'll be trying to grab these transport trucks and moving things around accordingly.
Group reference 072078 from Mortar.
Alright. So far, so good.
Say again, you're asking for mortar support.
I'm supplying it.
I just got shot. That thing was moving too slow.
Be advised, near front is back on standby.
Alright. This is Shepard. We're gonna do a danger close. Where's my artillery target? Your service will be remembered. Whew, the charge went off too. Get that tank, Romanian. We still got one officer left. 2 of them are down. Come on, let's get going here. Tank, I need you to turn around, buddy. Come on. Tokyo drift this motherfucker.
Go ahead.
We eliminated one officer, but half of my squad was wiped out.
You eliminated 2 enemy officers. Learn to count your fucking
copy,
bodies.
hold position.
Waiting for redeploy.
It's just spinning around now. Ay, ay, ay. Let's fuel this puppy, try to bring her back. Oh! Danger close. That was by Gavalor on air support with a frickin' mazer. Okay. Fuck, 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 fuck. Okay. We have a slight issue here. See, that's what frickin' Viper Armor does. He can get first shot and you can still fucking trade with him.
Let's give him a warm welcome, shall we?
Sanders, welcome to Zeus Interface. Fuck. You did not just kick me out.
Alpha to high command. I mean, Alpha to command.
Go ahead, Alpha.
We are attempting to engage another an officer attempting to escape.
Son of a bitch!
Solid copy. You have good rest.
And I was taken down. It's okay, I still had one left.
077.
Ah, danger fucking close by hazard. That was short and sweet. We still finished on time, too. Awesome.
Be advised, ground teams, there is an enemy Mora at 075077 currently circling our house.
This is high. This
Alpha to
is
command.
high command. It appears all enemy forces are now trying to pull out of the AO. Their comms are severed from the sound of things.
Go ahead, Alpha.
Second officer executed.
What do you mean, second officer?
Solid copy.
You've gotten all three of
All
them.
forces, push towards your endpoints. Delta and Echo, make sure you cover the main
Now
road.
we got a clean
Alpha,
house.
Bravo,
Break.
same with you.
Break. Be advised, friendly forces are currently occupying 1 Avia 4 Gorgon is moving to position for 5 support.
Let's do this. Raisins, Winter Rocks.
Alpha, Bravo, continuing. Make sure you secure main road. Charlie, try and take out any
Line me up.
air.
Ha 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 ha. Fuck you. Your HE rockets can't do shit to me. Love doing that. Alright, they're gonna continue the sweep. I'm just gonna start remote controlling random units and taking down people. You see anything, Patrick? When I signed up for this, I didn't realize we'd be over the sea. Here's the deal. Forces are now pulling back, so we're just going to be remote controlling things to, you know, weed out the players. Otherwise, here we are. Tagged and bagged. Liru on the ground. No backup. No hope. Yeah, I'm pretty sure my bullets didn't kill him. It's the fact that he, like, face planted is what got him.
Welcome, shall we?
Tony, welcome to the Zeus interface. I have no idea where those shots came from. Fired from across by those guys. Ay, ay, ay.
Run on me.
I should really use third person. Poke your head out. You want to die to Liru. Shot from my left. He went around as I was going around. Yeah, they're just cleaning up this AO now. I mean, there isn't really much left to do. Press F to pay respects. Let's keep playing. Frag out. Frag out. Magic missile. Magic missile. Magic missile.
Echo, this is Delta. We're
Why are they
to your,
talking inside chat?
direct west.
Copy. Eyes on you guys.
Command, this is Bravo. Message over.
Shut up. I'm trying to listen to
Go ahead,
voices.
Bravo.
A while ago, we killed one times officer trying to run away in a Strider. We blew it up, so that's another officer killed. I don't know how many are now left over.
Solid copy. Return to your LZ points. All forces return to your LZ points.
Say again, can we confirm that there are no targets left?
Can
Fuck!
confirm Alpha took out 2 and
That's the
Bravo
issue about
took out
being
1.
solo in a frickin' place with about 50 fucking players
Roger that.
running around. You have no idea. At all. Boop.
Delta to command. Is that fast mover ours?
Yes, it is. It is friendly.
Why, thank you.
Just go for morale boost.
Get the fuck out of my AO, or at least confirm that the objective has been completed. But this is pretty much all CSAT territory now. Mission will end in approximately 3 minutes, regardless of the status.
Alpha, this is Bravo.
Frickin'.
Bravo.
Oh, hi! Can you let me reload for a second? I'm trying to,
Scrap blast Alpha.
Understood.
Charlie, how's your location on LZ?
Pulling back to Foxtrot, immediately until one immediately steps out to the
I put a very big amount of lead in him. And he's still fucking off. Yeah, her engine sounds a bit injured, though. Ah, god damn it. Alright, I think we can end it. So, we're going to get into debrief, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If debrief isn't your thing, there's going to be a lot of bumblefuckery to talk about, so if you like drama, then we can, you should stay in. So, welcome to the Zeus interface. This button here drops mortars. You can drop them on the player base. Just like that.
Let's give him a warm welcome.
Alright, let me get out. Public Zeus Nights with Wee-Woo. Love it. I don't even know how to say her name, but ZBX, thank you for the follow, my friend, and I hope you enjoyed that content. If you're coming on the Aftermath, then I'm sorry, but we're kind of done. So, let's watch the bumblefuckery, shall we?
Channel switched.
Who are you?
Sound rejoined your channel.
That fucking moron, the third mission, I hit it with 3 rockets.
Alright, there's a lot to talk about, but first let's go over mission by mission. Overall debrief, I want to say MAF are on the run. We do believe they have contacted NATO, and NATO reinforcements are on the way for the campaign. We do not have an ETA when they will be here. However, next week we will prioritize on taking the main airfield now that we've cut it off from the rest of the MAF. So, good job, guys. Things I want to talk about, going from missions 1 to 3. Let's start with mission 1. That mission was supposed to be a lot easier, and it was a bit of a slog because I forget which pilot did it, but they flew way too high when they should have been flying low. The anti-air spotted them, and it lit them up. And after that, it was first a drone. I was going to then go to the drone's crash site, pick it up, bring it back to base, and it would take me longer to then mobilize everything because they were just going to check if that was, a civilian drone or an enemy drone. The black box would have said stuff. And then the freaking pilot, or not the pilot, the AA gunner got eyes on a chopper and lit that up, and then everything kind of escalated from there. So that was meant to be a bit of a spec up beginning. All these missions are supposed to kind of have a concealed entrance until NATO starts getting heavily involved. So, there was a bit of bumblefuckery, and that's why it was a bit tougher of a mission. And if you guys remember,
I have notes for you.
please tell me what
I'm
I
getting those
wanted to
right?
debrief about.
No, I'm sorry, Galvor asked for them.
Mission 2. Mission 2, I think, was it was the second best mission other than the first. The only complaint I have is deployment of units. All of the warehouses were not in the towns themselves. They were on little structures outside of the towns. So if you PID'd where all of those warehouse structures were beforehand, you could have surgically placed units around and just assaulted them from the sides of the objective. That's kind of what I was going for there, but it turned into a bit of a slog of just clearing out the entire AO. John 5, I do apologize for moving that Vic. I didn't know you were firing at it. I didn't see anyone around it. I was just trying to fix it because it was glitched out. So normal copy-paste and then deleting the original Vic fixes that. So apologies to him. Other than that, I don't know which team took the first data storage center, but they did exactly what I planned for to happen with the other warehouses. Came down through the mountains, went into the compound, took everything, left the same way they came. That was brilliant alpha. That's what I like to see. Third mission, even though there was a bit of bumblefuckery, again, with the pilots flying way too goddamn high and right over the fucking AO to alert everybody, that was very well done. Same strategy as what I intended for the second mission. PID where the officers would be most likely. Move your units in. Don't engage the entire town if you need to. Kill all 3 officers. Move back. 2 of the officers were killed in the central little field tent thing. I wish whichever team reported that they killed one of the officers would learn to fucking count because they died right next to each other. And then the third officer I tried to run off with, he died in one of the mortar striders, and that was good. That was a good bit bout of action.
Alpha took out all 3 officers?
No, Bravo took one.
I don't know. I don't keep track of which squad is where because I don't have any markers to indicate things. Other than I want to apologize for, I know the lag got a little bad towards the third mission. That's just because the server's been running a bunch of shit. I can't really handle that. I'll try deleting bodies as best I can. But, yeah, shit happens. So, Arma 3 for you. But, otherwise, we will now go into open discussion. If any Tier 5 members want to speak first, what's that if you're here?
Who's here?
So yeah, you want to talk about the charges at frickin' airbase and people learning to have their loadouts and shit?
I can explain the first one.
No, it doesn't matter. So the fucking rules have been adapted as the fucking situations evolve, and so right now this mission doesn't have it so that you can't throw grenades or place explosives within fucking spawn. The problem with that is that then we are now reliant upon you guys not to be idiots who fucking scroll wheel it. If it's an accident, it doesn't matter. It's the same thing with the fucking accidental grenade. If you place a fucking charge in an operation in a place that can fucking get people killed, it's gonna be a 2-day ban, okay? It's the long and the short of that. The reason why is because you're fucking not paying enough attention, and yeah, it's an accident, but it's the same thing with the fucking accidental grenade throw. So that's the long and the short of that. Fucking loadouts. Save your shit. Save your fucking loadouts. We're not here to be fucking unique special snowflakes. We're here to fucking play together. And so what we've had for many, many, many months, and it's fucking gone downhill quite a bit, is the issue with friendly fire. We don't have the fucking mass issue that we used to have just 3 fucking months ago. Why? Because we have standardized uniforms. If everybody looks alike, we don't have to worry about shooting at the target if we're not sure if it's fucking friendly or not, okay? So, people today were running around with kit that wasn't fucking the same as other people. After I go up to you and I ask you to fix your shit, not once, not twice, not 3 times, not 4 times, and 5 times, and you fucking sit there and tell me maybe not to play on the fucking Friday Ops anymore, well, guess what? You're gonna be banned for a while. My fucking patience is at a minimum already. Yes, I'm getting to that. My patience is at a minimum already after I've had to go over to you and talk to you 5 times. I then explain my reasoning, and then you decide to mouth off to me. Now, while this is an open community and all, we're here to try to coordinate shit so that way stupid stuff doesn't happen, salt doesn't happen, drama doesn't happen, okay? So, that being said, fucking just get the uniform that everybody else has. Unless you're like Viper team, or you're a fucking sniper team, or you're a pilot. It's really self-explanatory, and I'm not going to be talking about it anymore. Lastly, fucking thermal NVGs are banned. The reason why is because y'all are fucktards until proven otherwise. Okay, that's what it comes down to. The reason why we have to phrase it that way is because thermals are not a proper way to properly ID a target. Just because you see something in thermals doesn't mean that you fucking deconflicted if it's a friendly or an enemy asset or person. Okay, so that's why we don't use thermals. Because a lot of people, they're too fucking lazy to push the N key again, switch back to normal version mode, and confirm if it's friendly or not. So for the past 2 weeks now, I've had to run around looking at everybody's goddamn head to make sure they're not using EMVGs. Lo and behold, there's always one of you. So next time, just you're gonna fucking hop out of the server, okay?
Alright, here's the deal. About the ENVGs. That's a bit my fault where I don't say anywhere where that item is banned. But it's an underlying rule. To kind of alleviate this, Auntie and I are working on a script to limit who grabs what. But I'm thinking about ditching that and instead just putting limited arsenals down. That way you can only grab kit for the gear you spawn with. But you're still free to, in the field, take stuff if you need it, because if we limit units to specific weapons, if they try to take a weapon in the field, I don't want them to then, lose that weapon if they need it in a very critical situation. So I think we're just going to have limited arsenals from now on. You pick the role, you'll play that role. You won't be able to change your loadout stuff. If you're going to play a Viper, join Echo. I better not see Vipers in other squads. I did see a few tonight, but I think limited arsenals will fix that issue. So, anything else? Anything from Auntie?
Overall, it was a good op, but just reiterate what WhatsApp said. There are some idiot things happen, like explosives around the spawn. Also, all the clutter. Don't drop things on the ground.
Oh,
just go up to the arsenal and just hit your inventory key, and at the arsenal you will be able to drop your stuff into the ammo box. Don't
Right,
enter
thank
the
you.
arsenal, just
Yep,
hit
Studi,
inventory,
yes, I need to
and
talk
you'll be
about
able
that.
to drop it there instead of dropping stuff around, because it slows the server down.
Info on Zeus, I don't have it yet. Alright, another thing I want to say about the second operation. If the AA gunner, whose sole purpose is to take out AA stuff, is told not to engage a chopper, at no reason should a different squad with frickin' bullets engage the same fucking chopper. As soon as I saw that happen, I remote controlled that chopper myself and wiped half your damn squad. Because I have never seen... Actually, I have a few times, but when I see that level of bumblefuckery, it's quickly and easily punished.
Just listening for me. If you're engaged by a main battle tank but don't call it in, command will assume that nobody's engaged by it and it is safe to blow up by a CAS. There were 2 instances where there was a main battle tank and both of them resulted in a singular friendly being killed because no one called it in that there was friendlies being engaged or engaging it.
Oh
That's
yeah,
all for me.
on that same kind of thing, if the vehicle's disabled, you don't need to fire at it again and waste AT. AT's precious in the field, because you have to fucking travel all the way back to base, then back in the field. So there were a couple times tonight when I saw vehicles that had already been decrewed, disabled, and pretty much generally fucked up. Somebody put another AT rock in it just to blow it up.
You can take vehicles you disabled.
We weren't aware that it was disabled or not.
So, if
if you're using
No
shit like
one-
a javelin, you have zoom on the fucking things, and you can zoom in, and you can assess if the vehicle's fucked up or not.
All right, here's the. Let me This is a good thing. This is a good thing. Before I even say it, but in the first mission, I want to give a shout out to 2 instances. Number 1 was driving the vehicles under the radio towers and deading the vehicles. That way you could use less supplies and let the AoE cook-off of the vehicles destroy the towers for you. That was very intelligent. Number 2, I'm not sure if this was done intentionally or on accident, but when whoever the AT gunner was that blew up the truck next to the Kuma, that explosion shockwave actually killed all the crew inside the Kuma. That's another very metagamey underhand tactic
That
of
was
Arma
Liru.
Vanilla.
That was me.
But so if you knew it would do that and you notice the Kuma not moving anymore, it might be a good idea to pass up in the chain of command that that Kuma has been decrewed. Because for the next like 10-15 minutes in that AO, people still treated that Kuma as a hostile target to the point they still destroyed it. Another small note I want to say about commandeering assets. You are free to steal anything that you can get your fucking hands on, and you are free
Like
to
I did.
use it and maintain it, and even use it in future missions. After,
No,
yeah,
we don't like it. Though.
I mean, why the fuck not? It's an asset. It's an overpowered asset. It gives you a very big advantage.
Because friendly fire.
Question.
I know it's because friendly fire, but that's why you got to immediately tell your chain of command that, just like what What's That did. They commandeered a Gorgon, and then they used it to give suppressive fire and murder the rest of the frickin' garrison in the town. Stuff like that is okay. After next week, when we take the airfield, you'll start getting your own Marids, Camishes, T-100s even, and other important assets to use, because you'll have a land base to deploy them on. But don't be afraid to try to commandeer assets so long as you're in a situation where you can get away with it. The situation where that truck for reinforcing a different area that was driving next to the Kuma, that's a very rare opportunity. It's unlikely it'll ever happen again, but just in case it does present a possibility. So, stuff like that, just saying, look out for it.
No, the thing is with enemy vehicles is even if you pass it up the chain of command, it might not go back all the way down. So the random AT Rifleman, tier 0, tier 1, doesn't necessarily know that this specific Marid, or not Marid, this specific Gorgon is the Gorgon you took.
Okay.
And
1, if you look at a friendly, it'll pop up with a name. 2, if you look at your map after you look at a Vic, it'll pop up with a color of the Vic.
Well, I don't know. Most of, it doesn't pop up with the name.
Okay, then
Liru's
you don't have to
trying to
commandeer your assets. All right, it's completely up to you.
Is trying to fucking say is you PID your targets. There is more than sufficient ways to do that, including the map, visual, fucking communications. You don't always have to fire at something just because you think it's hostile.
No,
as soon as these guys got
If you
into
have
the
a
Gorgon,
2% doubt in your mind that it's not friendly, you don't shoot it.
yeah, as soon as
It's
these
not an
guys got
arguable
in the
point.
Gorgon, I put a massive green marker on the map saying Gorgon is friendly, just so that you wouldn't shoot it if you looked at the map.
I know, but I'm still afraid to take enemy assets because there's tier 0s here and...
Then don't. Simple as that.
Don't.
Well, don't forget though, some of these T0s have got like 2,000 or 3,000 hours in armor.
Reality check, I was a tier 0, and look at me.
Nice
I'm a tier 1, I'm still terrible.
Yeah,
Same.
Yeah, well...
Moving on from that subject, what happened with Delta and the friendly fire tonight?
Sent tears.
Well, one friendly fire I was a bit trigger happy.
Funny.
I'm really sorry. And we were shot at the last op. By, I think, Charlie. But
I can't read it.
And I was short mobile times by flags.
I think that what was happening was just like, I think that one of my squad members was just saying that they were getting shot at. I think that we did return fire once, but we weren't aiming for them, but then we was just like, okay, just like stay still, stay close, we can just bring up and debrief.
I did, by accident, open fire on a friendly, again, because of the fucking thermals. I didn't take the time to flip them off and PID, And so yeah, I opened fire on friendlies, took them off. I'm like, oh shit, that's friendlies. So I don't know if that was Delta, but whoever I shot at, I do apologize.
That was Bravo, I think.
No, it was me.
Okay, so Bravo, I apologize for that friendly fire. Luckily, I didn't hit anyone because I'm still trash.
Oh, yeah, right. I
Yeah,
need to ask about that.
Definitely
All
wasn't
right.
you shooting me then.
Quick break. Is FR skin here?
Yes.
What happened with your chopper in the third mission?
In what regards?
You randomly
you were
crashed with
standby.
the other chopper when you were standby.
So that's what happened.
Do you want to see it on video, or do you want to...
Pass it to me through video. You don't have to say anymore. All right, guys. This concludes
Say no more.
Debrief. Nothing else to really say. If you're a tier 0, feel free to link me, Auntie, or what's that with your forum account. Do it via message, not poke. Poking will get you kicked. And you can try again after that. But then we can give you your promotion on the spot.
I will say that we were just doing aeronautics. I'm just bored.
Can I just do one shout out?
Yep, give a shout out.
Habaricus, thanks
God.
for putting up with all the pilot shit on trying to go and shoot stuff, because every single minute there was pretty much somebody calling, can we go shoot stuff, so props to you for that.
Hey, Nafs.
Yeah.
Can I give you a shout out?
Flying too high.
There we go. I have my sound pack off. Whoops. He asked me for a ban during on stream, so there we go. He'll be back in a minute. Damn it, that's why I like my sound pack.
No, it wasn't. There was a Gorgon in the warehouse.
Alright guys, this concludes Friday. This was a pretty fun day. I'm liking the new changes to Fridays. Server was actually pretty stable. We got down to really low frames at times in the red, yet it was kicking well, so glad to see it happen. Oh shit. Quick reminder, tomorrow 12 to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time are the Tier 1 Tactical Ops, and we're going to have frigate support from the Fudge Heads at Manticore, so that'll be on Al Raic.
4 p.m.
Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. You go operate operationally, and take care. Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow, 12 to 4. And thanks for all the new follows, new subs, the bit donation thingies. I really don't know what the fuck those things are. I think there's some form of premium currency, which we get on frickin' stream sites now. Great! Anyway, have a good one, guys. Take care.